Welcome in, everybody, to the Game Talk podcast, where perspective is met with passion and insight. And as always, I'm your host, Ty, sitting alongside my co-host today, Shot. How we doing?
Less, you know what I mean? Just life is getting better. Time for us to get back to it. Got a lot of sports going on, a lot of drama and entertainment, but we gonna get to all that. How you doing?
Hey, man, I'm doing good. It's been a little stressful lately, but like you said, it's a lot of sports topics to get into. A lot, a lot of stuff to talk about all around each sports league. Honestly, with the NFL heading to the playoffs, NBA season heading into the NBA Cup, like it's exciting times. That's what I will say. But I'm excited to get into this episode this week. It's been a little minute since we was able to record. But with that being said, we'll hop into our first topic this week. We all saw Monday Night Football yesterday. We saw now this 3-game losing streak that the Eagles are on. And again, as a Giants fan, can't say that I'm just relishing it right now. Honestly, like
I know
nothing
you heaven.
nothing
That's
makes
like
me
that's like
happier.
that's like the Steelers for me, but it's
Yeah,
not looking that way. But it's the same way. It's the Steelers for me. But I feel you on the Eagles. But go ahead, my bad. Go ahead.
it's cool, but nah, tell me. I mean, what you
This
seen
game was
out of the Eagles
boring.
so far?
I mean, it was terribly boring. I ain't gonna hold you. That's the first thing. Jalen Hurts played like garbage. Justin Herbert didn't play any better. We gonna sit here and act like he played the sensational game. It was just all around bad game to the point, and I'm like, how did this game even get into overtime? To be honest, because the Eagles scored three first quarter, Chargers scored seven. Eagles scored. It was a field goal game. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like field goal games. That's not interesting to me. I want touchdown, showtime, box office, prime time. Thursday night football, Monday night football, prime time. That's prime time. You're supposed to show out. This is terrible time. That was boring time. I was asleep about third quarter. Accidentally woke up in OT. I looked at the TV and said, "OT, this game with the way Jalen Hurts is playing." And your boy set his own NFL record. Two turnovers in the same play. How you? It's like it's like said, "Hut, give me the blindfold," and then just throw it anywhere. Cause why would you throw it right into double coverage right there? You didn't even put enough spin on the ball. It led right into the defensive tackle's arms. He ran up the field a little bit, fumbled. You get the ball instead of diving on the ball like a smart quarterback, like Cam Newton should have did in Super Bowl 50. Instead of just diving on the ball, you try to pick it up and make an extra play. And what happened? Boop, get on the ground. He loses the ball again. He now has his own NFL record. There's never been a player that turned the ball over two times in one play. That's terrible. That's tragic. That's remedial. How does that happen? That's not even my team. But I gotta see Gilly stress on Instagram saying I gotta hear these niggas for a whole nother week. Cause that's his team.
Yep. Yep. You're gonna have to
And
hear it for a
it's
whole nother
like
week.
it's Cam Newton might be right. That's all I'm gonna say.
No. I said it earlier in the year. Newton was never wrong.
Oh,
Cam
okay.
Newton was
I,
never
I,
wrong.
I
He
just,
was
you know.
Cam Newton was never wrong. It's time to get it out. No. This is why I hate Eagles fans, right?
Uh,
Because we can criticize the offensive coordinator, right? It's Kevin Patolo. He not calling good plays, which might be true.
yeah.
Not saying they wrong with that. We can criticize AJ Brown. He's complaining too much. He's lacking effort. We can criticize the offensive line. We can criticize Saquon Barkley. We could criticize everybody but Jalen Hurts. It's time to talk about it. It's really time to talk about it. Or should I say Jalen McNabb? That's what I should say, honestly. Because it gets to a point. No, it gets to a point. It gets to a point. I had to deal with people telling me, like, I'm not taking nothing away from Jalen Hurts. I'm not taking nothing away. I'm not taking nothing away for what he accomplished, right? Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, right? He did that. Congratulations. But when it comes down to quarterback play, I had to listen to people justify why Jalen Hurts should be a top 5 quarterback in this
Huh?
league. I had to listen to that. Nothing about Jalen Hurts' game says top 5 to me. Like, I never disagreed with Cam Newton. Like, there's a lot of things you could go where you could talk about how bad the Eagles have played this year and how bad this offense have been this year. But there's a lot of people to be blamed. But I'm tired of people defending Jalen Hurts, saying that he's been playing well. This brother has been playing like garbage all season. And Monday night was a culmination of the things because instead of him just playing bad, now he added in playing bad with the turnovers. He didn't even protect the ball. And that was something that, we're used to Jalen Hurts doing. So it's a lot of things. Like we could run down a list of how bad this offense has been this year. Like I said, I just don't think that Jalen Hurts has gotten enough credit for the part he's played in it. Because at the end of the day, he's the quarterback. Quarterback touches the ball every play. He's responsible for the success of the play. While you can say, oh, the route combinations, Kevin Patullo has no feel for the game. At the end of the day, Kevin Patullo don't throw 4 interceptions and fumble the ball.
Yo,
We gotta start.
21,
We gotta start holding this brother a little bit more accountable.
20, 40. You missed 19 throws, and I'm not blaming the receivers. You can't blame the receivers. You can't. You got on one of arguably the best receiving core of the league. You can't blame the receivers at this point. 4 interceptions. So you got 19 incompletions with 4 interceptions. Oh, I don't want to hear nothing about fly Eagles fly. None of that. Y'all are done. Y'all need to do what the Patriots did. Just rebuild everything, clean up shop, because I don't know what's going on. To be honest, I don't know. Ever since Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts was in the Super Bowl doing what they do, everything just went downhill. You don't even see Taylor Swift no more in the skybox with the Chiefs. You don't see Taylor Swift no more. I swear to God, when the last time it's touchdown? They don't do that no more. They don't do none of that. And then now it's back to the Eagles. Now I'm questioning if AJ Brown was actually right. Was he really being a little biatch, or was he really telling the truth? He's telling us what he sees, and it's looking like he's telling the truth. It feel like I know AJ Brown and Cam Newton beat. I told you. I told you. Basically,
Hey,
that's basically what
listen,
I'm saying.
listen. I mean, if you want to get into the totality, the nitty gritty, of course, Cam made a comment about the brothers' play, right? And it was criticized like crazy. So far, it's like they went as far as to say to discredit the man's career, talking about he never won a Super Bowl, he's not as good as Jalen Hurts, and this, that, and the third. And I'm just like,
Yeah,
I was just trying to find the lie in his in his statement. It
exactly.
wasn't even like he said anything off the wall. Like he said was, there's a difference between guys who you could put the game on their shoulders, on their back and say, go win me a game versus guys who are good at managing the game. Like nobody discredits Jalen Hurts for what he was able to do last year and the success that Eagles offense had last year. But it's just a difference between a guy it's like Josh Allen versus Jalen Hurts, right? Josh Allen don't have near the talent Jalen Hurts has
No.
around him. He doesn't have a Saquon. He doesn't have an AJ Brown. He doesn't have a Devontae. He doesn't have a Goddard, right? We still trying to figure out who his number one receiver is. I mean, be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes out. You see the game Sunday that he had against Cincinnati. He goes out, and when it's time to perform, and you need be like Josh Allen, go give me a game. Same with Patrick Mahomes, like same with Lamar Jackson, like it's a Joe Burrow. It's a couple quarterbacks that you could put in that category. It's just like, hey, put it on their back, they gonna win me a game, right? Jalen Hurts is not in that category, and it's not a knock. Like I said, it's not a knock on his talent. No, it's not a knock on his talent. It's just an acknowledgement to how well the Eagles team is put together,
I love
They
this
have a good
because
team, they have a good roster.
I know a lot of Eagles fans. That's why I love this.
No, I mean, listen, we could get into the nitty-gritty of the actual game last night and talk about that because I mean, from just an appreciation of like having to watch the whole thing, right? And seeing, what went into it, right? Listen, both defenses went out and performed their behinds off. Like, honestly, oh my God, that was a
Yeah,
great
it was a
game
defensive game.
from a
Defensive.
defensive perspective.
Yeah.
And I've heard a lot of people like criticize the Eagles offense. I've heard AJ Brown complaining. Saquon Barkley said we got to figure some stuff out. Like everybody's have voices. And, Dan Orlovsky said something on First Take today that I thought was interesting. Or not First Take. Might have been Get Up.
Yeah. He on
But
both.
it was Dan Orlovsky and Jeff Saturday. They both like had similar thoughts about the Eagles offense. And they said that they play victim because they let all the outside noises contribute to how they run their offense. When in reality, unfortunately, with the way things are set up, they were winning the ugly games, right? That's how the Eagles won games. Ugly. You know why they could win ugly? Because that defense, missing Jalen Carter yesterday, by the way, that defense is just so dominant to where regardless regardless of what the offense is doing, basically, they could go out and win a game by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's how good the defense is, right?
You're right.
And earlier in the season, that's how the Eagles was winning when they were 8-2, right? Just straight ugly football, right? Last possession, tight game, fourth quarter. I need to drive, then figure it out. I need to play, whether it be the special teams, defense, offense, whoever it may be. They need to play, they gonna make it, right? That was the formula to how they were winning. You want to hear something interesting, right? AJ Brown, last 3 games, right? You remember earlier in the season, where's AJ Brown? Frustrated, couldn't get the ball, complaining. He has went over 100 yards in each of the last 3 games. Right? Ironically enough, they have lost all 3 of those games, right?
Uh-huh.
Last 3 games, meaning the Cowboys, the Bears, and last night in the Chargers game, right? He has literally totaled, right? Total for about 24 receptions, 24 receptions, 342 receiving yards, and 3 receiving touchdowns. The Eagles are 0-3 in those games, right? 0-3. I find it ironic. I find it very ironic. When it was plays to be made last night, while he did go over 100 yards, right? There were plays to be made last night that A.J. Brown, for all this complaining and talking that he was doing all throughout the season, right? There were plays last night that he left on the field. And as a top 5 receiver, or for what I think he is, I don't know. Maybe somebody else got him ranked a little lower, but in my opinion, he a top 5 receiver in the league. As a top 5 receiver in the league, some of these plays you have to make, right?
He is.
Late in the fourth quarter.
I just realized that. You thought AJ Brown?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm sorry. I wouldn't even argue that with anybody. Definitely. Even if you're not even getting the ball that much, he's still a top 5 receiver right now to me. I'm sorry. But continue. I just
Oh
want
no,
I just want to
I
get
would
that out the
agree.
way.
I would
Yeah.
agree. But as a top 5 receiver, right, there's a touchdown late in the game that they needed to basically, in a sense, kind of put the game away. Because I don't think the Chargers was going to go down the field and score a touchdown, which they ended up kicking a game-tying field goal. Now, was it a tough catch? Yes. Did you have 2 hands on the ball? Yes, you did, AJ. That's a catch you got to make. You have to make that catch, right? Then it's a play, first quarter, I believe, a go ball down the sideline, right? That's another play where AJ, you got to make that catch. You make that catch, you flip the momentum of the whole game. You know what I mean? Like, that's gets the drive going, gets Jalen Hurts going, right? Got to make that. Then the play over the middle of the field, you referenced it earlier, where it looked like a little option route where AJ probably had the choice to sit or take it, cut across the middle with his route, right?
Yeah.
He chose to cut across the middle, which I understand what he was thinking, just looking back on it. But AJ, you had both hands on the ball, right? Both hands. You got to catch that ball. Like, I understand the defender's coming, right? The
Well,
defender, he's looking
well,
at the defender,
timeout.
but you got to
When
catch
you
that ball.
when you haven't been
Go ahead.
getting the ball, I'm gonna say that word. When you haven't been getting the ball is coming to me. You know what I mean? All the stuff he was barely getting receptions. But out of nowhere, the last 3 games, unfortunately, 0-3 when he's balling over 100 yards. But it's like, yeah, he's just getting used to getting the ball again. I had to complain to the media and these niggas walking up to my locker for you to give me the ball. They got to talk about it on Get Up and First Take for you to give me the damn ball. For us to construct and Saquon know what's going on. Saquon ain't dumb. AJ Brown ain't getting the touches he need. Saquon ain't balling like he should be balling either. I don't know what's going on with Saquon either. I can't blame it on the O-line. It's all about vision. Use that same vision you was using last year. But back to AJ Brown. When you haven't been getting the touches that you should or was getting the past years, it's just like you're not used to it. Oh, I got to get used to my quarterback again, basically, is what I'm saying. In a way, not fully, but in a way, because you should be
Nah.
nice enough to still catch that ball. But what I'm saying can actually be a thing, too. That's what I'm saying. Cause he probably frustrated still. That's another thing. He's still frustrated. And yeah, he had those 3 games, but he's still frustrated. Cause now he probably feel like it's him. Damn, by me being successful, do I need to be less successful for us to win? That's what I'm saying.
That seemed to be the formula this year. I just don't understand. Listen, right? AJ Brown's a heck of a player, right? It's certain plays on a football field I respect my number one receiver to make, right? And that's why I'm so critical of him last night, because his performance, you got to be better, bro. You got to be better. You have to be better. Balls hit your hand, I don't expect it to be dropped. Now you're a human. I get it. You're gonna drop the ball. Not saying, not saying that can't happen, but listen, critical game, critical game. You want to stop this losing streak. You know, you won last night, you potentially still have a chance at home field advantage. Now with this loss, being 8-5 with 4 games remaining, there's no way they get home field advantage throughout. Now, with the loss last night, you leave doubt. You leave a possibility that the Cowboys could still possibly win the division. Even though I don't think that's happening.
Yeah.
But you see what I mean? Like, it's just
Yeah.
the way the defense played last night, bro. 7 sacks. Justin Herbert was pressured over 70% of his dropbacks. 70% of his dropbacks. You want to know why Justin Herbert played so bad last night? Because he ain't had time to throw the ball. When your defense is playing the way that they're playing, outside of that first drive, the Eagles defense balled out. They should have won a game. They should have won a game. The Eagles, first of all, Saquon Barkley, you already know how I feel about Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
But Saquon Barkley, outside of that 55-yard run last night, like you said, that run game has been non-existent. Bro, the Eagles' offense right now, they're bottom half of the league in basically every statistic.
Yeah.
Every statistic. And while also leading the league in 3 and outs.
A team that was just in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. They was just right there. I don't know what's going on. Literally all them rushing touchdowns. He was, you know, he's a juggernaut in the playoffs heading into the Super Bowl. But as of lately, I don't know what's going on with Jalen Hurts, man. Maybe you can tell me. I don't know what's going on. Like, what
I
is he
don't
seeing out there?
That's the problem. I don't think he's seeing the field well. Like, there were open receivers last night. Even on if you go to the last play in overtime where he threw that game sealing interception,
Yeah.
it was a shaky throw, right? He was trying to throw the outbreaking route, but they ran it to the short side of the field against a coverage that allowed the underneath man to kind of play both routes.
Uh-huh.
When in all reality, it was first down, right? You were already in field goal range. Worst outcome, you have to kick a field goal, right? Worst outcome. If you didn't want to throw it to the flat, okay, cool. You didn't want to throw it to the flat. But to force that throw into that type of coverage, it was foolish, to me, at least. And it's just a combination of I don't think he's seeing the field well as far as like being on time, throwing anticipation. His best throw of the night to me was hitting Devontae Smith on that 3rd and 16 to ultimately get the Eagles in a field goal range. And that was like boom, boom, back foot, ball out. Perfect throw, in my opinion. But it's too many times where I don't see it enough on his tape, which is concerning, for me at least.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's a lot of things going on with the Eagles offense. Jalen Hurts is a big part of that issue. Don't get me wrong, but it's a lot of things, from scheme, from everything. But I'm just tired of Jalen Hurts not receiving the criticism that I think he deserves. And yesterday, listen, it was probably one of his worst games I've ever seen him play. And I'm an Alabama fan, and this is coming from a guy that rooted for him in college. So hopefully, this team really resembles the 2023 Eagles, where they went on the same type of collapse at the end of the season. And it's starting to look scary. It's starting to look scary because
Goodness.
right now, if you ask me, they can't beat the Rams. They can't beat the Seahawks, right? Honestly, I might take the Bears over them.
But yeah,
I might
definitely. The
take the
Bears are
Packers
cooking
over them
right
as
now.
well.
Yeah.
Well, the Bears just beat them too, so that also plays a part into it. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know what version of Philly I'm gonna get. It seems like too many times they don't know what version of Philly they want to be too. And I think the lack of identity also creates issues on offense. They don't have an identity.
They letting the media that's mainly what it is to me. They're just letting the media get to them. Everything that the media is saying, they're becoming. It's like, why y'all listen to the media so much? All out, be y'all. But they just have
Be the Eagles.
a hard time doing it. You know what it is. They have a hard time doing it, man. But yeah, the Eagles gonna be the Eagles. Ain't much to say about that game. It was just a terrible game. Very terrible game.
A game they probably should have won too. They probably should have won the game, honestly speaking.
To
They
be
probably
honest,
should have won.
the Eagles were supposed to win that game. Done. There's nothing else to say about it. The Eagles supposed to really win that game, to not lose versus the Chargers. When I saw that schedule for Monday Night Football, I saw that schedule, and it was like you knew it was an easy dub for the Eagles. That wasn't the outcome. Sheesh, that wasn't the
Supposed to
outcome.
be. Well, I wouldn't say easy, but I did think they was gonna beat the Chargers, especially with Justin Herbert coming off surgery
Yeah,
earlier in the week on his hand.
he didn't
Their
even throw
offensive
for over
line
didn't even throw for over 200 yards. Still won in overtime.
didn't have to.
Yeah,
Didn't
basically
have to really, honestly speaking.
they were capitalizing off of all the Eagles' mistakes. That's basically how the game was. All their mistakes.
No. And then we gotta also talk about Jake Elliott too a little bit about him missing field goals in back-to-back weeks. It's just like when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it pours. But hey, hopefully they figure it out. Hopefully they don't.
Hopefully.
Hey, all I'm saying is, I need a little bit of happiness during this football season. So Giants suck. So I have no choice but to be a hater.
I sure enough could use some happiness during this football season.
Speaking of happiness, let's get into that Ravens 6-7. Chiefs 6-7.
He can't
Wow.
keep getting away with it. He can't keep getting away.
The whole AFC picture done flipped.
I
The
mean,
whole AFC picture done
terrible.
flipped.
It's horrible to tune into a Ravens game now. I never thought I'd say that with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry on the same team. It's hard to tune into a Baltimore Ravens game. We 6-7. We lose 2 in a row to division rivals. Niggas, we've been playing for years. We lose 2 in a row. How many times is Lamar Jackson gonna throw his helmet before we win a Super Bowl? And you know exactly what I mean. Soon he get mad. Stoop. Wow. I'm like, damn, all right, calm down. It's like when he make a mistake, that mistake stays with him the rest of the game. That's how it's looking like Lamar's playing. On top of the O-line. All the blame is not on Lamar. We stopped blaming Lamar about a year and a half ago. I ain't gonna lie, 2 years ago. We stopped blaming Lamar. I didn't think we needed a new coach, but we do. I ain't gonna lie. John Harbaugh.
Wow. Whoa, wait, whoa.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I'm on one.
You firing your
I'm on one.
coach? You firing your
I'm
coach?
on
Hold on
one.
now. I don't know if I
I'm
agree.
on
I don't know if I
God,
agree.
him and Mike Tomlin need to go somewhere. And I'm not even a Steelers fan. I hate them niggas.
Both.
But I see what they talking about with Mike Tomlin and the Steelers too. It's not. We don't have Ray Lewis, Harrison, Palomalu, Ed Reed. Those days not those days no more. Hang it up. Go coach college like Bill Belichick. Go do that. Cause y'all
Wow.
ain't it no more. Yes. And they don't forget they started around the same time too. John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin. Right around the same time. But it's like, yo, how many more mistakes is it going to take for y'all to? It's like, dang, like we can't get nothing right. That's what it seemed like. We
Wow.
can't get nothing right. John Harbaugh, time to go. I feel like he being too damn nice in that locker room. Lamar said, yeah, I told him to take the video games out of the locker room. I'm like, that don't mean shit. Take it out on the field. Lamar, start cussing these niggas out. Maybe they need to see a raw you. You know what I'm saying? Let them niggas know where you from. They know where you from. I feel as though you need to start acting like that to get, all goats aren't nice guys. Let's be honest. All goats aren't nice 100% of the time. Braun had to tell somebody off. Jordan had to tell somebody off. Brady had to tell somebody off. Serena Williams be arguing. Muhammad Ali ain't play no games. Like sometimes the success you need, you can't be nice all the time. I feel like Lamar been being too damn nice. Too damn nice. And Tom Brady gave him the stamp of approval to be that next guy. Tom Brady, Lamar was really his favorite player when he was about to retire. Like he kept bringing Lamar's name up. Him and Patrick Mahomes, he kept bringing Lamar's name up. But it's like, what happened to Super Bowl odds to 6-6? What happened? We could literally do the trend now with our record. What's your record? We 6-7.
6-7.
Hey,
6-7.
that maybe you can help me out. I don't even want. I think his left guard or right guard, number 77.
Filet?
Fish fillet. What you say?
Fish fillet?
Fish fillet?
Fish fillet? Filet?
Yeah, for fish fillet, Old Bay. Anyway, I swear to God, yeah, bro, you're gone after this. If they don't get him off this team by next year, I don't think I'm watching Ravens football next year. I'm not watching Lamar get tortured like that. Most of Lamar's sacks is because of him this season. You could go back and watch the highlights like I did. I'm like, why isn't Lamar scrambling like he used to? Because Lamar used to have a little bit more time to see. Lamar don't have no time to see as of lately. Lamar just been getting his ass whooped, end up on his back. Like he's
He's
been
hurt.
sacked too
He's
many
hurt.
times this.
He's
He's
hurt.
been sacked too many times this season for the Baltimore Ravens not to revamp the whole offensive line. We need a whole offensive line, and
He's
then
hurt.
then Cleveland sumps his drugs by violating the NFL policy. Now he's suspended for a game because he doing some type of drug. He doing something. This is the second time with the regarding drugs or some shit. I think he got, but before the season started with that around the Justin Tucker thing, he got pulled over. Ben Cleveland was locked up, I think, before the season started. But around the time that Justin Tucker was going through that thing, I see a thing on Instagram of Ben Cleveland arrested. I see his mug shot. Tomorrow, what are you doing? We got a game Sunday. But in totality, I'm gonna say this about the Ravens: if we don't win these next 2 out of 3, and the Steelers so happen to lose a game, which I'm betting on, and I'm hoping to God, I hope the
Yeah, well,
Steelers.
y'all played them again anyway.
Yeah, but I hope the Steelers lose their next game, and I hope the Bengals lose their next game. And keep in mind, who's our next game? December 14th. Who's our next game? The Bengals. I
You
hope
got the
they lose and
Patriots.
not whoop our ass like they did 32-14. And then we have the Patriots.
Wait, I thought you had the Patriots first.
Nah, we got the Patriots on the
Wait,
21st.
it's the Bengals, then the Patriots?
It's the Bengals, Patriots, Packers, Steelers. Bengals on Sunday.
Ooh, okay.
Patriots on next Sunday
Ooh, that's a
night.
tough schedule. Hold on, wait a minute.
We got the Packers.
That's
The
a tough
Packers
schedule
aren't no
coming down the
scrubs.
stretch.
Packers aren't no scrubs. I'm mad we got the Packers late in this season. You know we 6-7. We can't handle the Packers right now. We 6-7. Don't do that to us. I don't want no Rashawn Gary, Scott
Listen,
Plains, and Michael Parsons to be coming off that edge after Lamar. He already I feel like a New York team, but it ain't fair. It's not fair.
wait a minute. Why are we throwing shots? That wasn't necessary. I ain't even say nothing bad about your team.
I'm saying that. If we going down, we all going down. I don't give a damn. But
Been down. I've been down since September.
we on the verge.
There was no need.
We're on. I know. I had to do that to make myself feel better a little bit. I apologize because
We was the first team eliminated from the playoffs.
Yeah, and ESPN didn't have to post that like that. It said New York Giants eliminated in capital letters. I was like, all right, come on now. Yeah, y'all ain't even do that with the Jets, and the Jets was actually eliminated before the Giants. But y'all ain't even post the Jets like that because they knew what the Jets is about. But we gotta win our last 4. I ain't gonna hold you. I want us to win our last 4, but I know we might go 1-3 in these last 4 games. We might go 1-3.
Well, I had originally, I had the Ravens digging out of that 1-5 hole, making it to the playoffs. I had figuring out how to get this division back.
Uh-huh.
You know how I feel about the Pittsburgh Steelers. I feel like they're frauds.
Keep going.
But,
I hear you.
It is what it is coming from as a Ravens fan, I just think for the first time in a long time, now that Lamar Jackson had the little hamstring issue and he don't look healthy, right?
Yeah.
I just think that this is the first time we can actually look at this offense in totality and say Lamar's not Superman right now, and the offense can't function, right?
But it's like
They
this.
can't function.
You're making yourself look bad by just continue. I love the fight. I love the fact that you keep continuing to go out there and practice. He missed a day throughout the week since he came back. But it's like, bro, if you're injured, don't do that to yourself because you're doing this to your career now. You know what I mean? You're doing that to your stats now. I know you don't care about stats and you just want your team to win, but you're on the break of looking horrible with your team. And I respect him for wanting to go down with his team. That's another thing. I do respect him for that.
No,
'Cause he
I
know
don't
how his
agree.
team look right
He's your
now.
best. He's your best chance of winning. He's your only chance of winning.
He's
If Lamar's
hurt.
not on the field, you're not winning.
I trust
I
Tyler
know.
Huntley a
That's
little
why.
bit, but he's not
That's why.
Lamar. But it's like he's hurt. We're getting a 75% Lamar, and that's still
No,
dangerous
I
on
think
some
I think
occasions.
that's why it's better.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why it's better for him to play because look, listen, right? When we bring up like Lamar, right? We talk about how special he is as a talent, right? But then really take a look at this Ravens offense, right? And break it down piece by piece, right? They rely too heavily on Lamar being Superman. And because he's not Superman right now, the whole thing is out of whack.
Yeah, they
So
want
I think
Lamar
this
with
is
300
very
passing,
eye-opening.
100 rushing. Yeah, they want him. They want that from Lamar every game. At least 80 rushing and 200 passing. They want that from Lamar every game.
Look, listen. This is a very very eye opening like time for Ravens, the Ravens organization, right? Go get him some more playmakers, right? Derrick Henry, cool. Mark Andrews, cool. Zay Flowers, cool. You really don't have that dynamic special
Yeah,
playmaker
you
alongside
don't.
Lamar. And this offense, as you can see, feeds off Lamar. And don't get me wrong, Lamar is the best player. But when Lamar's not Lamar, who else in this offense can you go give the ball to and be like, go be great?
And
I throw the ball to
you
them.
know another thing.
They have the potential to take it.
There's not a lot of niggas that literally throughout since Lamar been on the team. There's not a lot of niggas that had a consistent amount of better games than him, which is a crazy thing to say. He's that valuable to the Ravens. He has not. There has not been. Mark Andrews probably had a better game than him one time. Derrick Henry, he went off against the Bills last year. He had a better game than Lamar. But Lamar, he still has to be Superman on top of somebody else wilding out at the same time. So he need help. Yes, I showed you what I could do, but even Superman needed help at times. Come on now, Superman's getting his ass
Bro,
whooped.
yes, he needs another playmaker. He's in desperate need of another playmaker. Like I like Zay Flowers. Cool. I like Mark Andrews. Cool. I like Derrick Henry even at this age. Cool. I need some more explosiveness to that offense. I need an explosive playmaker, right? Zay
Like we need
Flowers,
more.
cool for what he is,
We
right?
need more explosive wide receivers. That's what I feel like. That's what we're garbage in the wide receiver
Yes,
category.
yes.
Like just say Flowers to me right
You
now.
need
That's it.
another playmaker. No, yeah, you need another playmaker on the outside. Like Rashad Bateman's cool, but I need more.
Yeah, you can't be
DeAndre
dropping
Hopkins
open
is
passes
cool,
like that.
but I need more.
Yeah, you can't be dropping open passes like that. He could have had a touchdown when they was up. I think 27-16. He dropped a wide open slant right across. He could have ran right into the end zone. He was too. You know when you're about to catch the ball, but you're checking for who in front of you, but you ain't even fully catch the ball yet. That's exactly what happened. I'm like, nah, bro,
That's the
take
AJ
the hit.
Brown. That's the AJ Brown drop from last night.
Yeah, take the hit, bro. That's part of your job.
That's the AJ Brown drop
Stop being
from
so
last night.
scary.
Like literally, no, it's literally like when I look at your team in totality, right? You got a good squad.
Mm-hmm.
Defense is defense.
Yeah, secondary.
I don't know.
We need some
It's a lot.
secondary
Yeah, I got a
pieces
lot
too.
going on over there. I don't really. I told you. I probably need another corner. Need another corner for sure.
No, yeah.
Probably need
You want to
another.
be honest? You want to be honest? I gotta say it. I gotta say it. Hold on. This is hard for me to say. Give me a second. Marlon Humphreys need to go. He needs to go. I'm sorry. As
He's
a
not the
Ravens fan,
problem. He's not the problem.
yes he is. He get cooked. I mean cooked and have a nerve to shoot his little after game podcast or a little after game, questionnaire. So how'd you feel about the game? Lamar versus the Browns. There was a video that just went out. He started recording versus the Browns game that he didn't play in, and Lamar was like, "Yo, turn that off. You ain't even play. Why are you making the video now? You make the videos when you play. You ain't even play versus the Browns today." When they beat him, I think 41-17 after the travesty versus the Bills and 41-40. This is just too much. This is stressful. This is stressful. Every time Sunday hit or I know we about to play, I just like, I know we not about to win. I know we not about to win. They don't even feel like we about to win. There was games in the past when Lamar was healthy and all that I feel as though, all right, yeah, we got this. I just watched the game. I just watched the game like a New York fan. No strays. No strays. That's how I watch the game now, like a New York fan. No strays. No strays. But you expressed to me what you go through. And now I'm seeing what you go through. And it's just this 1 year. But it's bad, man. We look horrible. It's
Man,
some games.
this man have
There were some games I would actually take the Giants offense versus some of our losses and I feel as though we would have won the game. Scatterboo Dart, all them healthy and everybody in. I could have took y'all offense versus. I could have had y'all offense versus the Jets because I feel like the Giants would have blew the Jets out, but we were struggling with the Jets. Remember that game when we played early in the season? The Jets almost had our number until halftime. That's sad.
I truly, truly do not want to talk about the Giants. They're not even worth mentioning. They're not worth bringing up, you know? Like,
You died?
respectfully, no disrespect to any Giants players right now. It's just play better and maybe we can start talking about you more.
Feel
But
you.
nah, I mean, obviously, you can see that Lamar is hurt. 6 touchdowns, 4 interceptions since he's come back from injury. And you can clearly see, like, he's coming off the stretch where 3 games in a row he didn't throw or rush for a touchdown. So, obviously, he hasn't
Unlike
been himself. Like, bro, Lamar Jackson hasn't even broken 50 rushing yards in a game since he's come back from injury. And that's what I mean. Like, the Ravens offense just relies a little bit too much on Lamar. But
yeah,
speaking of the AFC, the NFC, you know, 6-7, how we feeling? The playoff race is shaping out. How we feeling? You know, I feel like the Ravens' only chance to make the playoffs is just through the division,
yeah.
honestly.
No,
But we
that's
gotta
our only chance.
this last 4 games, honestly, in both conferences, we have a very, very interesting playoff race. And there's gonna be some teams that get left out. They'll be like,
We're not going to expect the teams that end up in the Super Bowl. I'm gonna just say that. Watch. We're not going to expect the Super Bowl matchup that everybody, probably predicted because all the teams everybody predicted is playing shitty this year. All the teams that everybody predicted is nowhere
I mean,
close. I mean, you never know because all you got to do is make it to the playoffs. You know what I mean? And then it's
for sure.
0-0. We're
We
starting all over. This is a new league basically. But the Bills, and we don't see them. The Eagles, and the Ravens, the Chiefs, all the teams that had high praise and was the main predictions and to make it to the Super Bowl and going far in the playoffs, it's not doing so good.
Well, look at it this way though, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think this is good. I like this new fresh blood, especially in the AFC, right? Like we have the potential to see like a CJ Stroud in the Super Bowl, Bo Nix in the Super Bowl, heck, Drake May in the Super Bowl. Can't forget that.
Shit, Stafford going back to the Super Bowl and getting another one. Imagine that.
Sam Darnold potentially could go to the Super Bowl in the
Yo,
NFC.
don't sleep on the Eagles. I mean, not the Eagles. Don't sleep on the Seahawks. Telling you, they 10-3 too. That's what I'm
I
saying. You're
think
right about the Sam Darnold.
it's crazy. It's crazy because, like you said, the Chiefs being 6-7, Ravens being 6-7, Bills. I mean, they 9-4, but they haven't played up to the expectations that everybody's had. Bengals, you know, Joe Burrow gets hurt every year, so you know, doing usual Joe Burrow things. It's just crazy to see it like unfold and how it's unfolding right now, at least for me, because all the top quarterbacks that are coming into the AFC is just so interesting. Like I have a potential to see a Trevor Lawrence, Drake May championship game. Crazy, but that could happen, right? I have a Bo Nix versus CJ Stroud championship game. Like it's crazy, but it could happen. Right? And I actually like this. I do enjoy the competition that I'm seeing right now. I got just like the national public. I got tired of watching the Chiefs every year.
Yeah.
You know how yeah, you know how frustrating it is to know that regardless of how good your team is, I have to go through Patrick Mahomes and he somehow gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way gonna beat me.
And they 6-7 right now.
They 6-7 exactly. So
Mm-mm.
this fresh playoff, this playoff race, these last four games on both conferences is going to be interesting. You know,
It is.
right? Like especially in the NFC, you have the potential. NFC North division, bro, you have the potential where one of those teams could get left out,
Yeah.
possibly winning 11 games and getting left out. Like that's insane. That is insane to me, right? Right now, you have the Lions on the outside looking in at 8-5, but you have such parity at the top, right? Like right now, everybody has the Rams being the top team in the NFC, which
Uh,
quite possibly they are. I know they tripped up on a Panthers last week, had a little rough game, but complete team, they probably are the most complete team in the league. But I don't know, man. That Seahawks defense is insane, bro. That Seahawks defense is crazy good. Like whatever Mike McDonald got them doing over there, Like it could quite possibly be the reason the Seahawks get to the Super Bowl with the way that defense is playing.
Let me ask you a question. Where was Mike McDonald? Where he used to
Hey,
coach at? He's where he used to
I
go.
know where he used to coach.
Hey, let the
Maybe
fans
you
know
should ask him.
where he used to coach.
Yeah, he came from Baltimore.
I need a cigarette right now. Say no. I feel I never smoke a cigarette, but that's stressful. That is stressful. I feel like Ben Affleck. He was smoking that famous picture of him smoking that cigarette. Why would you let that go? But that's the
Well,
topic
it's
for
not that
another
they
day.
let him go. He got a head coach. He got a head coaching job. What was you
I
going to do?
hey,
Fire John Harbaugh, make him the head coach?
the way it's looking,
No, 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 no.
the way
I ain't
it's
even gonna let you get
looking,
that. No, no. I ain't even gonna let you get that
yo,
insane recommendation out.
it could have worked. That's a topic for another day, but it could have worked because I like what he's doing with the Seahawks. Seahawks is really a sneaker to go to the Super Bowl this year. Not gonna lie, I don't. There's a couple. There's only a couple flaws there's not many flaws you see with the Seahawks, and I did not expect that. The Seahawks,
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's my only flaw with the Seahawks. Jerry's still out on him in big games.
you just don't trust them in the playoffs. That's what it is.
Not yet. Not yet. He hasn't shown me enough yet.
He gotta show you something. Okay, makes sense.
He's got to show me something. Exactly. That's my only issue with Sam Darnold. But they have a team around him that they could possibly win in spite of Sam Darnold. And that's how good that defense is. That's how good the Seattle Seahawks defense is. Shout out Mike McDonald, man. Shout out McDonald.
Yeah, shout out him.
All right, man.
Shout out him.
You got Zach
McDonald.
Zach Orr. My fault. Zach Orr. I don't want to get his name wrong.
Is that? Nah, I ain't gonna do him dirty. I ain't gonna do him dirty. But where you? I guess we got Zach Orr.
Shout out Zach Orr, bro.
No.
He doing the best that he can, man. Come on now. He doing the best he can.
Boo, Zach Orr. That's what's. But yeah, you right about that. He doing the best he can. I give him that. He doing the best he can. But it's still like, come on, man. Come on.
The defense has
Ravens.
gotten better. They have gotten better since Lamar has come back. They went from awful to at least they're
It's
not
Lamar. It's all
allowing
Lamar.
teams to score every play.
They believe again. It's Lamar. Trust me. The team, they
Okay.
believe. Yeah, they believe again.
Hey,
Just like that.
sneaky team. Hey, people might not like this. I got Houston going to the Super Bowl. I got the Texans going to the Super Bowl.
The Houston Texans?
I think, bro, right now in the conference, I have them better than every team but the Patriots, in my opinion. Like, you gotta imagine when they played the Broncos a couple weeks ago, they only beat the Texans by 3 points, and I was with Davis Mill. I wasn't even with C.J. Stroud. So now you give me C.J. Stroud, that defense, bro. They have Did you see what they did to Patrick Mahomes? They have playmakers.
Shut him down.
They have playmakers in the secondary. Like, when their DBs go after the ball, it's not, oh, I'm trying to get pass deflections. It's, I'm picking the ball off. Like, every person in their secondary that starts has multiple interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple interceptions. You know what I mean?
And I can't say you're too crazy for that either. It's sitting at 8-5 right now. I can't, like, the playoff picture in each conference is pretty tight right now.
Bro.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Will Anderson?
I can't take it out of.
Will Anderson
really
is a dog.
I really fuck with the Texans defense. I ain't gonna lie. They showed that versus the Chiefs, because I thought the Chiefs was about to go in there and get a win, and it was gonna be like the playoffs from, I think, last year when they played them. Didn't they play them last year in the playoffs? I think first round. That's what I'm saying. It was like the first, it was at the Chiefs Stadium. That's one thing. Second, you could tell it was cold as hell out there. Hell ain't even cold. Third, the refs had Chiefs hat on. I ain't gonna hold you. The refs had Cincinnati color hats on. That's how the game looked. I don't care what nobody say. You go back to the playoffs from last year when the Chiefs played the Texans. Yeah, you saw a couple referees looking at Patrick Mahomes like, you saw that, the little eye.
Well,
yeah. Why
they got their
Patrick
payback.
Mahomes?
They got their payback Sunday night.
Oh my God. People don't remember this. One of the refs helped Patrick Mahomes up. I was mad. I was like, let his hand go. What the hell you doing? CJ Stroud, like, just laying on the ground, waiting for a homie to go pick him up. Patrick Mahomes, like, thank you. I'm like, yo, what's that? No, that ain't football. One of their teammates come help them up. Not a ref. The ref was like, "You good? You good? You still got that money, right? You
Well,
good?"
listen, the refs in all sports have been terrible. You ain't even talk about the ref in your game. By the way, Isaiah Likely's touchdown was a touchdown. I don't care nobody say. That's the dumbest
you
no
know,
touchdown call in my life.
you know they technically had to change the rule. The verdict was out today. John Harbaugh went to go ask, the NFL and commissioner and all that. What
He called the league office.
all the league
Yeah.
office? They said now you need 3 feet.
I know the rule. I'm just saying it's a touchdown. That's the dumbest thing ever. You know how I know it's a touchdown? Because the defender thought it was a touchdown. The defender, he didn't even swipe the ball thinking that I was going to stop the touchdown. He swiped the ball out of frustration because he let the touchdown up. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
And you saw the ref right
everybody
in
in the
front of
stadium
him.
thought it was a touchdown.
You saw the ref
Yes.
right in front of him. The ref was
Yes.
right there, right in front of him.
Everybody
Right
did that. Everybody said that.
Bro,
Everybody said the same thing.
1, 2, out his hand. He had possession clearly. 1, 2. I thought you only need 3. Now you need 3 feet for the NFL. That's what it is now. Now you need 3 feet before you head out of bounds. Now
It's supposed to be it's supposed to be 2 feet in the end zone. Catch 1, 2. That's what it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
What that BS. If y'all lose the division, I ain't gonna say blame it on that game because there was a lot of other games earlier in the year you can talk about. That'll be a reason. But nah, the Texans ended up getting their revenge. The Texans got their revenge Sunday night because that win potentially just knocked the Chiefs out the playoffs. That win could have just knocked the Chiefs out the playoffs. Like the Chiefs, they have no tiebreaker. All the teams in front of them beat them. Even if they win out, they still need help. So that loss potentially just knocked them out the playoffs. So shout out Houston, shout out CJ Stroud. For real, for real.
real. We had 6-7. The Chiefs is like, which is crazy. This is the thing: the Colts, Ravens, Chiefs, Dolphins, and Bengals still have a chance. Even though it's a low percentage, they still have a chance to make it to the playoffs. The Panthers got a better record than us right now. The Panthers, Carolina. Not throwing no shade, but come on now, Carolina. Oh, we're awful.
They do what they
Terrible
gotta
this year.
do. They do what they gotta do. They do what they gotta do.
We
But
are terrible this year.
I think one other thing we gotta get into, another
What's that?
topic that we gotta get into is heading over there to Cleveland. Mr. Shador Sanders, man.
We knew both of
How you
them
feel about the
the
coach? How
playoffs.
you feel about that 2-point play?
That he was in the whole game, and then you take him out in the most important part of the game. I don't get that. He drove you up the field like Tom Brady, and I don't know who number 44 is on a Brown, but he's very clutch with any quarterback. If you could find his name for me, he caught that
Njoku.
corner. Yeah,
Njoku.
I don't think it's him. Ain't that number 85? Number 85 is the
Wait, what you say? What
number
number you say?
44. Remember he caught
44.
the corner
Oh, 44. Oh.
and he shoved him off and looked at him like, "Get your
Yeah.
little ass off of me." I'm like, yo, I need to find out who this is because he's very clutch. He was catching clutch passes from Gabriel as well. But taking him out,
Right now.
taking him out in the last play of the game, the crucial part of the game, and Judkins out there don't know what to do on the Wildcat sweep. That Wildcat reverse they ran, he ain't know what to do whatsoever. It was like he was confused.
That's the dumbest, bro. That was one of the dumbest play calls I've ever seen in my life. You know how they say, oh, you usually save your best 2-point play calls for points in the season where you really need them. I'm like, the Browns is already 3-10. They 3-10, so it's like you can't be saving it for that situation.
Yeah,
I just never seen a play call that stupid ran with that little of a space. That's the type of play call you run where you have open space and field and opportunity. You don't run that from the 2-yard line. Like, what was you thinking? What was the call? It almost makes me think that the Browns are purposely trying to lose. Like, it's no way on God's green earth that if I am going for 2, right? Well, they had to go for 2, but it's no way on God's green earth I'm going for 2 and running a reverse to have throw it all the way across the field. Well, what are we doing? What are we doing? Was that the time to break out a trick play of that magnitude?
yeah.
Which
And
which fooled nobody. It fooled nobody, by the way.
What they've been doing to Shador for what Kevin Stefanski been doing to Shador, the whole season has been stressful. Everybody wanted to see that 5th-round pick be successful this season, and Kevin Stefanski wanted any other quarterback than that 5th-round pick. 5th-round pick, highest selling in jersey numbers this season. 5th-round pick talked
That
about
shit, that's a
than any
bro.
other quarterback right now. 5th-round pick. He's a 5th-round pick, but he's the hottest
That's a
quarterback in any round.
fireable. That's a fireable offense. First off, I had to watch Dylan Gabriel play about 7, 8 games. We all knew Dylan Gabriel couldn't play.
He's a
Well, I
little
was forced to
lefty out
watch
there.
Dylan Gabriel play. I was forced to watch him play, right? People was telling me, "Oh, well, he was picked in the 3rd round. He's better than Shador. Better than it." Watched him mess
Shador
up
won.
game after game
Shador
after
won
game. Mess
Offensive
up,
Player of the
right?
Year in college before he went to the NFL. A lot of people keep forgetting about that. He won all. You know how they have different types of Offensive Players of the Year. College got a lot of trophies, but he won an Offensive Player of the Year in college. While Travis Hunter won, and I got another stat for you. Won the Heisman. What college has the most receivers drafted out of their university into the NFL in the most current draft? What college? The most drafted receivers. Do you know?
Most drafted receivers?
Most drafted
Like you
receivers.
talking about just from last year?
More than any other college. Most of their receivers got drafted. What college am I talking about? This is a stat. You can look it up too. Look at the draft class. What college?
Well, I know it's Colorado. Yeah, I know it's Colorado.
Okay. Colorado had the most
I know it's
receivers
Colorado
drafted into the NFL. Who's their quarterback? We all
for
know.
last
Let's
year's
not
draft.
play stupid.
Well, yeah, well, Shador.
Let's not
You
play
know.
stupid. We know who their quarterback was. But he's going through
Me
this right now.
personally, right?
A little bit of Deion
As
Sanders
a
from
Giants
the
fan,
past.
you
That's
know,
another thing. They still try to mess with Deion a little bit. It's not all Shador. Come on now, we gotta admit, still a little smidge of the Deion from the past in there. But go ahead, my bad.
no, you're good. As a Giants fan, you know how I felt about the draft. You know, we needed a quarterback. I was always under the assumption that Shador Sanders was going to be a possibility to for us to draft. You know, seeing him slip all the way to the 5th round, like you said, it ain't all Shador. Like, could they have handled the draft process a little bit better? Sure, but that's literally everybody that goes through the process, honestly.
Yeah, right.
So it was a lot of Dion in there as well. I just think obviously the kid has talent, the kid can play, and I'm happy that he's getting his opportunity to play now. But as you can see, he just got announced that he's a starter for the rest of the season too. So shout out Shador.
Surprisingly,
It only
Stefanski.
it only took us the whole season to get here. A whole season.
I mean, all the way. I mean, to the playoff picture. When they start talking about the playoff picture, you start this moment. Damn, the
No,
fans been
literally.
telling you since week 1.
I forget the fans. The NFL world has been telling you since the draft. Dylan Gabriel is not better than Shador Sanders. I don't care how you justify it. He's not better than Shador Sanders.
I feel like from time to time inside the Cleveland Browns organization, Myles Garrett has been definitely throwing hints and letting
You
them
heard
know.
him after the game. You heard him talk about how well Shador was playing after the game. You know, gave him praise. Even
because he wasn't going to get it
like,
in the locker room. He wouldn't get no praise in the locker room. You know how they get the game ball? He should have got the game ball.
We saw that. Yeah, we saw that.
Even though Myles Garrett was balling that game, it was still like, all right, you know, Shador is the main reason.
His first win, like, come on now, like his first win.
And good job to our rookie Shador. That's it. He didn't even look at him. He was like, and heads up to our rookie Shador. I was like, all right, at least look at the motherfucker. Damn, but karma is a bitch, and we're gonna see Shador Sanders ball out next year. I'm calling it now. He's gonna ball out.
Whether it be you think it's gonna be for the Browns?
No, he's out of there. He's out of there.
You think so? You think so?
After his couple of games, he's out of there. He got through this first year. Okay, now teams just like, all right, let's not lie, we could use him right now. You know what I'm saying? A couple teams,
Jets could use him.
No, don't do that. No.
Jets could use him.
No, don't go to no New York team. Shador.
Do you have
a
problem with the New York market or something?
Service announcement. I know I'm close as hell. Shador, please. Not New York. Not even the Giants. No, nowhere.
We don't need him. First of all, we don't need him. We don't need him. Now the Jets
Yo,
need him.
listen. Jackson Dart gonna keep getting concussions if he keep trying to run like Scatterbo. Yeah, Jackson Dart start sliding. You're not
We ain't worried about that. We're
Start
not worried
sliding.
about that.
But Shador,
That whole situation.
You basically telling Shador to go to hell. Shador go to the Jets. Shador go to hell. Go to hell. You're basically telling him.
Well,
to go
you
to
know
hell.
he don't want to be.
Kick
You know
rock.
he don't want to be a backup. You know he don't want to be a backup quarterback, or else he would have went to Baltimore or he would have went to Philadelphia.
But my question is, where do you honestly see him next year? Honestly, if you have to think
Jets.
about it.
Jets.
No, any other team than the Jets, because you're not going to do that to my boy Shador. Send him to the vets. No.
If he can succeed in Cleveland, if he can succeed in Cleveland, he can succeed with the Jets.
Send him to
Jets have
where?
Nigga.
Jets have what?
Bruh, the Browns have had 50,000 starting quarterbacks since I was born. You mean tell me he had some success in Cleveland?
Shador don't
he
deserve
had some success in Cleveland?
Everybody in the Jets organization is there for the check. The Jets is there for the check. As soon as they done, all right. When this game over,
so he deserved to go to Cleveland. Who's the worst franchise? New York Jets or Cleveland Browns? Who's worse?
New York Jets.
I say the Browns. You wild. I say the Browns on that one. You know what is Cleveland has success?
I say there's no wrong answer. That's what I honestly say. I was being nice, but you don't see him anywhere else. Damn, you want to mentally send him to the Jets?
Think about it. Which NFL franchise need a quarterback double in the worst way possible? What you gonna send him?
But
Las Vegas?
Okay, all right. Which team need a quarterback in the worst way possible that has a chance throughout the past 21 years? What team can he join that had a chance throughout the past 21 years? You know what I'm getting at as far as that statistic. Jesus Christ.
Listen,
I need him to be at a good franchise. I send Shador to the Seahawks.
Why? Why would they do that? Why not? I'm not knocking Shador. Well, why would they do that?
You don't trust Sam Darnold in the playoffs. Imagine Shador with that team in the playoffs.
I haven't seen Shador in the playoffs either.
Listen,
I haven't seen him in the playoffs. We got to see him in the playoffs.
Using the eye test of what we saw so far. Yes, we can't predict much. Yes, we can make crazy theories. Jets, all this, Seahawks, Sam Darnold, people don't trust him. But it's like you're going to have to mentally put him somewhere because he's out of Cleveland next year. He's out of there.
Jets.
No, my bad.
They make the most sense.
He's not going to New York. Nobody want to see him play for the New York Jets. Nobody.
Fine.
You don't
I would like to see him play for the Jets.
All right. I want him to go.
I would like to see him play for the Jets.
I don't want him to go where he was originally supposed to go. Not taking their record this year, but possibly, restarting next year. I want him to go to the Raiders just to see how it look. Just to see. If he can't change it, then damn. It's another.
He's not going to the Raiders. That relationship with Tom Brady severed. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm telling you, Oakland probably going to finish with the number one pick. They probably going to go with the kid Mendoza out of Indiana. It's no way that he's going to Oakland. Sorry. Oakland, no. I mean, not Oakland. Las Vegas, excuse me. Las Vegas, no. Raiders, no. Jets, they make the most sense. Think about it.
You want to see
Breece Hall.
You want to see Shador fail.
It's not. How is that seeing him fail?
You want to see Shador
He has Breece Hall. Look, hear me out. He has Breece Hall.
It's the Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
It's the Jets.
2 first-round picks.
It's the Jets.
A good offensive line.
It's the New York Jets.
A rebuilding defense.
The Jets, that's part of New York. Good, go ahead. Keep going. It's the Jets.
I think it works. Aaron Glenn, brother, he get your brother as a coach. Somebody that's going to have your back. Somebody Deion can respect.
My apologies, Shador, if you see this. Anybody part of the Deion, part of the Sanders organization and family. My apologies for my co-host for seeing your future plans part of the New York Jets. I apologize.
Where are you going to send them?
Anywhere else. Now that you say the Jets, anywhere else. Now that you say the Jets, anywhere else. That's what I was saying. I'll send him to the Canadian Football League. I send him to the XFL before I send him to the Jets.
What's your gripe with the Jets?
Back to Colorado.
What's your gripe with the Jets?
It's the Jets.
What's your gripe with the Jets?
It's the Pets. It's only here for a check. Come on.
We clearly don't see eye to eye when it comes to these New York teams because you have a dislike for the Jets and Giants
No,
appears.
like the Giants throughout the years. The Jets have
You've been
just
throwing shots this whole episode.
listen, y'all haven't been good since y'all took Tom Brady down, and the Jets haven't been good since you could smoke cigarettes in the locker room. That's the last time the Jets was good. When niggas was listening to it on the radio, that's the last time the Jets was good.
Listen,
I'm telling you, it's not.
Shador could be the piece that turns it around.
I mean, if you see it, you see it. I'm not
I
to
see a
say I
lot of
believe.
success.
No, you see it because I don't see that. I'm sorry, I really don't. To be honest, and you want me to be on a serious note, anywhere but the Brown. I don't want him with Stefanski anymore. Nah, that you did him dirty. Anywhere but the
Fair
Brown.
enough.
And if he stayed, you got to
Fair
get a new
enough.
head coach.
No, that's
If he
respect.
stayed, you got to get a new head coach. It is what it is. The media, sports world is saying it. Got to get a new head coach, or Shador got to be out of there. Either or, something got to happen. I don't.
I,
I
d-
don't.
I don't hate
To
that.
be
I
honest,
don't hate that at all.
I don't want to see him in a Browns uniform anymore. But if he has to be in a Browns uniform, that head coach can't be there anymore. Kevin Stefanski, bye bye. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Nah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. With that being said, though, we do got to hop into our top performers this week.
Huh? Yes, sir.
What you got for us?
Got Sunday. The Rams played the Cardinals, and I got Puka Nacua with 7 catches and 167 yards on 2 passing touchdowns. Yo, his yards after catch is crazy. We all know what it is. He just need to get a little bit more shine as far as that. He's been a top receiver for the past couple years to me. I'm sorry, but he hasn't been getting the shine that he should have. He should be
He the
receiving,
only receiver they don't bring up in top 5 discussions.
which is crazy.
Like for
Which is
what he do,
absolutely crazy.
top 5 receiver, top 5 receiver in my book.
Yeah,
But my top performer,
talk to me.
I think I have to give it to I think I gotta go give it to Josh Allen.
Josh Allen? Well, yeah,
I think I
I
gotta
heard
give
that
it
was
to
a little
Josh.
rough one.
Yeah.
I heard they almost lost with the Bengals. I heard they almost
No, he did. No, he
I
did.
saw. I'm talking
Now
about I heard.
came
I
out threw
saw
for
they
3
almost lost.
touchdowns.
Yeah. Keep going.
Came out threw for 3 touchdowns, 22 of 28 completions, 251 passing yards, tallied it up with 9 rushes for 78 yards and a touchdown on the day, 4 total touchdowns, right? QBR of 96.4, passer rating of 139. He put the Bills on his back because the way they started that game, I thought Joey B was going to get him. The way the Bills started that game, being down 14-3, having to find a way, fight, claw back. This is the type of performance like I was referring to like earlier in the episode where Josh Allen said, "Okay, I'm gonna put you guys in a backpack. I'm gonna carry you to this win this week." And playing in the snow too, playing in the elements,
Yeah.
he balled. He had a
From
day,
Buffalo, you got to
and
get used to that.
gave him a
Gotta get
much
used to
needed
that.
win too, going into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. I'm just saying he gave him a much needed win going into that Patriots game too, because I don't know if you know this, but if they lose Sunday, the Patriots clinch the division.
Sheesh. Hey, well, so they got that
So
first
it's
round.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, they needed to win that game.
You know
They
what else
needed
is
to
the
win that
crazy
game.
stat for that game? Because I was actually watching part of that game. James Cook only had 2 more rushing yards than Josh Allen. That's the crazy part. When Josh Allen put his team on his back, Josh Allen put the team on his back with 78 rushing yards. James Cook only had he only had a good 80. He almost hit, but it's they had the weather was played the factor and everything. Everybody can't be LaShawn McCoy out there. Everybody can't, boogie in the snow like that. Come on now. But yeah, Josh Allen, I agree with that one as far as your top pick of the week. Because yeah, Josh Allen been baller. He has not slowed down to me. He has not whatsoever.
He listen, this is one of those vintage Josh Allen performances where you just like, dang, brother can't do no wrong. Like he was executing at a
For
very
real.
high level.
For real.
Very high level. But you got anything else to add?
Oh, that's really it. We really covered the bases on everything. Just waiting for us to play the Bengals because we need to we Baltimore Ravens. If it's time to hang it up,
They're
just hang
done.
it up.
They're done.
But
They're
I'm
done.
giving a message to my
They're
team.
done.
Silence, please. Silence. I'm giving a message to my team.
My fault,
Baltimore
again.
Ravens.
Pack them up though.
Baltimore Ravens. I gotta start packing y'all up slowly. I'm gonna leave Lamar out here. But Mark Andrews, Derek, Kyle Hamilton, come on. I gotta pack all y'all up. I'm gonna set y'all over here for next year. Lamar, do what you could do. I'm gonna leave you right there. Do what you could do. I ain't gonna pack you up yet because you're Superman to this team. I can't pack you up yet. But everybody else, I'll see y'all next year. Because it's only Lamar or bust from here. It's Lamar or bust from here. If Lamar don't step up, he looked uncomfortable rushing for that touchdown versus Steelers. Like he jogged then. Like something hurt. And I was like, that's not a good sign. He barely wanted to run, all that. But it's like, Lamar, please, man, do what you need to do to for us to at least to go 3-1. It's just we need something out of you, Lamar. We need a little bit more. We need you to go from 75%, like I said, to about 85, 90. We're gonna need that, man. We really are. Please. But that being said, that's all I gotta say about my Baltimore Ravens, because I still believe, because we still have a chance. As long as we still have a fighting chance, I still believe. Is what it is. That's my team. Die hard.
Pack them up. Pack them up. Come on.
Ravens.
It's hard, but they say it's so hard to say goodbye. Yeah, it's time. It's time. Listen, which I was, yeah, not today. We both be watching the playoffs on our couch in January. You can come sit next to me. Yeah, I got a permanent seat engraved in the couch because we never go to the playoffs. So it's over for the Ravens, just like it was over for the Giants. Welcome to the realization. Now you can start looking at mock drafts with me, seeing who the Ravens can pick first round.
Okay.
But with that being said, as always, guys, remember, like, comment, subscribe. Please, please, please follow us on all platforms, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Game Talk with Ty is the universal name across all those platforms. Please, please continue to support us on this journey. Big things coming in the future. Stay tuned. We working.
Yes, we are.